On the picture there, you can see the round circle in the middle there, the impression, that's the firing pin impression. The horizontal lines that you see are the breech face impressions. Those are two very well marked cartridge casings that were, again, fired from the same weapon. You can get an idea, that's actually, those are two images there that are showing on the computer screen. You can look inside, you can look on the scope to actually, the lighting is a little bit better. This microscope is also tied into a printer. When we have cases where we're making an ID, we'll take a picture with that to put in the case file for court purposes. This poster over here is for our IBIS or NIBIN system. We take digital pictures of cartridge casings, that same view that you can see on that screen. They're then entered into a database. They make the corresponding correlations between the new ones that we put in and the older ones that are in the database. It'll tell us if you may have a hit. We've gotten some good hits tying shootings together, oftentimes from different areas, and things that detectives didn't really have any information on, and given them that. We can't make an identification solely on that system, but it is a good filtering mechanism. Gives us an idea that, tell us that these may be tied in. When we get a case that we believe could be a hit, we'll get in touch with the submitting agency, have them resubmit their evidence, and we'll actually do the scope work. So it doesn't replace the scope work, but it often gives us hits we wouldn't normally otherwise have, and it's a good filtering system to give us an idea, so we're not, it wouldn't make any sense to take every case and compare it against each caliber you have there. This cuts out a lot of work for us and is very helpful.
As you see in this, under this hood right here, we've got some of our powders. We've got the white powder, black powder, magnetic powder that are all used for fingerprints. At this end, we have our vacuum chamber, which we put items in, and using cyanoacrylate, also, easier name would be super glue. The super glue is vaporized and attaches itself to amino acids and the fats in your latent prints, which would be prints left behind by your fingers from the sweat. If you look in this hood back here, this is more of the older version, the fish tank that's in there, which we're using the same thing, except in this case the super glue is heated up. It also vaporizes and attaches. And then from there, we can use the powders as I was showing in here. As if you take a look right here, feel free to take a look. We have a print, and you can look through the magnifying glass to see the print after it's been powdered. We also have over here, we have a couple of setup items. One is a supposed rubbery note where we use ninhydrin, which is a chemical that attaches to the amino acids and turns purple. We also have that underneath a magnifying glass and lights, if anybody would like to take a look at those. And right next to it, we've used magnetic powder, which also attaches to the amino acids in that. You can use that for paper or for, a lot of times for plastic railings.